Whatever you need. I'm gonna grab my pillows as well. And when you're ready, just take a seat on your mat, just a cross-legged seat. Wiggle around, get comfortable. We'll start our class with our hands resting on our legs, on our knees. Inhale to roll those shoulders up and back. One more breath. Up and back. We're beginning to ground here on our mats. You can close down the eyes if you haven't already, or just soften the gaze. In our gentle class, we will be warming up, working our muscles, but it will also be a lot of relaxation and connecting with the breath. And you can go ahead and set an intention for what you want out of tonight's practice, whether it's to calm down, stay on the mat, ground. Maybe it's to get a workout in. Maybe it's a good stretch, whatever it may be. Just keep it in the back of your mind. Our mantra today will be your own peace. So learning how to be peaceful, not counting on your surroundings or other people, just aligning yourself. You can slowly start to open up the eyes. We're going to reach the arms up overhead. Big inhale, palms touch. On the exhale, that right hand comes to left knee, left hand behind the back. A nice long spine here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Let's bring it back to center. Arms reach up overhead. Inhale, palms touch. The left hand to right knee, right hand behind the back, twist. Inhale to lengthen, straighten up the spine. Exhale to twist it a little bit further. Again, lengthen and twist. We'll bring it back to center. And here we're going to come into rocking the baby. So we're going to grab the right leg. So that right arm is going to scoop under the knee. Left arm is just going to grab onto the ankle from the outside. So you're holding the leg. And here you're just going to start gently rocking. This may not feel like much, but you are loosening up the hip joint. You can readjust your grip as much as you need to. And just keep rocking it. Make sure you have a nice straight spine sitting up. And you can take a pause here. We're going to keep that right leg lifted and slowly bring it behind you. So just twisting it back behind you. So it's on a 90-degree angle, and your front leg is as well. You might feel a bit of a stretch through the outer thigh, maybe the hip joint, and we're going to twist over to the left. So our legs are over to the right, our arms are going to move left. Nice and gently. Inhale. And sigh it out. Let it go. Inhale. And let it go. We'll bring that right leg back to center. And this time we're going to lift up the left leg for our rocking the baby pose. So left arm scoops under the knee, right arm under the ankle and foot, and gently start rocking side to side, loosening up that hip joint. Remembering our mantra, I am the peace. How can you bring more peace into your days? What's one thing you can do to allow more peace into your week? For myself, it would be practice more yoga. It could also be going for a walk, maybe having some time to yourself. Whenever you're ready, we're going to bring that left leg behind us. So again, 90-degree angle with our thighs. Left one's right behind you. And with the hands, we're going to wiggle it over to the right for a very gentle twist. This is our half frog pose. Big inhale. Exhale, twist a little further. Few more breaths in our frog pose. Let's walk it back to center. And begin to make your way into a tabletop. Take your time however you need to get there. Stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We'll move through our cat-cow. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, gazes up. Feel that stretch through the front body. On the exhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone around the spine, chin to chest. And flow through your cat-cow at whatever pace feels good for you. We'll take one more round of our cat-cow. When you're finished, come to just a neutral spine. We're gonna take our sunbird pose. So we'll extend the right leg behind us, pressing out through that heel. Left arm forward. Full sunbird. We're gonna open the arm, open the leg, and back to center. Left arm out to the left, right leg out to the right, and center. One more. And center. We'll drop the hand, drop the knee. Other side. Left leg extended, pressing out through that heel. Right hand in front of you. Full sunbird on the other side. You can stay here or begin with some gentle movement. Right arm out to the right, left leg out to the left. Just an option. We're going to do 3 of these total. When you're finished, drop the arm, drop the leg. Open the knees wide to the outside edges of the mat. Big toes come to touch. In here, you can take your supported child's pose or just a regular child's pose, your choice. So just tucking some pillows right between the legs. You can stack them if that feels good for you. And begin to walk the hands to frame your props. And we'll drop an ear. So you can start with the left or the right. If you don't have pillows today, you can just take your regular child's pose, your choice. Close down the eyes if you haven't already. Enjoy your peace. This is everything you need to be doing right now. Let's drop the other ear if you have one down, so the neck gets an equal stretch. Feel the hips gently opening up. The chest being pulled down to our mat. Gravity is doing all of the work here. We'll take 2 more breaths right where we are. On your second exhale, you can slowly start to press your way up. We're just going to scooch our pillows to the side. And make your way back into a tabletop. We're going to tuck the toes and lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Start to pedal it out. Dropping one heel, then the other. Keep pedaling it out. Sorry, my dog was chewing on a bone and it was driving me insane. I don't know if you could hear it. We're going to press through the hands to push the hips back. And you don't have to completely straighten the legs here. It's okay to have a generous bend. We're going to look between the hands and start to walk our way up to a forward fold. So reaching those fingertips down, crown of the head pulls down. We start to shake the head, yes and no. Roll out those wrists. To release some tension in the lower back, take your ragdoll, grabbing opposite elbow with opposite hand, and swaying side to side. Completely relax through the neck and head. Release the fingertips and start to roll it up nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. The head is the last to rise. When you do, roll those shoulders up and back for a mountain pose. So feet should be about hip width apart, palms facing forward, shoulders dropped down the back. Take a big breath in And let it go. Let your day go. Let the week go. It's almost the weekend. Releasing the stress of your work week. We're going to reach those arms up overhead, palms touch, optional back bend, and exhale, folding down. Hands come through heart center, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Palms pressing into shins, pulling those shoulders back. Straight spine here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And let it go. Sigh it out. We're going to lift that left leg high and back. So the right leg is forward. We're going to drop the back knee and make sure that the right knee is stacked over right ankle. You can keep the hands planted on the leg or reach those palms up, facing each other, pulling the chest forward. Lift the gaze. Let's open the arms out to the right. So just a gentle twist over, looking to the right. You should feel a nice opening through the hip, maybe the glute. Reach the arms up. And let's open to the left. Gentle twist. Looking toward that left hand. And center. Bring the gaze up. And let's lower down to frame the right foot. We're going to tuck the back toes. Press the palms into the mat. Right foot comes back to meet left in a downward facing dog. Hips are high. Pedal it out once again. We're going to ripple forward, high plank. You can keep it lifted or drop down to the knees and tuck the toes. Lots of control in the core as we lower down nice and slow. When your chin touches the mat, inhale for a baby cobra. The low back is doing all the work. Hands can come to a hover. Gaze is down. Tops of the feet press into the mat. And lower. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Look between the hands, walk it up. Forward fold at the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Releasing down. Reverse swan dive up. Palms touch overhead. Optional back bend. Bring the hands to heart center. Deep breath in. Let it go. Again, inhale. And release. Let go of that breath. Arms reach up overhead, palms touch. Optional back bend. Exhale, coming down through the heart to a forward fold. This time the right foot lifts high and back. We're gonna drop the knee and tuck the toes. Left knee is over left ankle. Hands can stay down, they can come to the knee or reach up. Find your balance with this low lunge. Bring the gaze up for a nice little front body stretch. Let's open the arms out to the left for a nice little twist. Looking back toward the left hand. Come to center. Other side, twisting to the right. And center. Bring the gaze up. Little back bend here. And lower the hands to frame left foot. Tuck the toes. Press it back. Down dog. Pedal it out once again. Let's ripple forward, high plank. Keep it lifted or drop to the knees and tuck the toes. Lowering with control. When chin touches the mat, take a king cobra. So this time we're pressing into the hands to lift the upper body. Deep bend in the elbows. The pelvis stays on the mat. Drop the shoulder blades down the back. One more breath. Lower it down. We're going to tuck the toes and lift the hips, downward facing dog once again. This time, right foot swings up, three-legged dog. We're going to stack the hips here, open them up. You could bend the knee if you wish. And maybe start circling that knee. Opening the hips. Switch directions. And square the hips off once again. So we're not stacking them anymore. Lower that foot, down dog, and up. Lower and up. A few more. A lot of weight in that left foot. Last one. And lower. Look between the hands, walk it up. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive up. Palms touch, optional back bend. take your mountain pose. You can take a few breaths here or grab some water, whatever you need right now. We'll meet at the front of our mat. Meeting in our mountain pose. We're gonna extend the arms up overhead, palms touch, optional back bend, fold forward. Forward fold at the front of your mat. We're gonna drop the palms and step back to a downward facing dog. And we're gonna do the other side here. So lifting up that left leg into our three-legged dog. We're gonna bend the knee, open the hips, so stack the hips. Your choice to start circling the knee. And we're gonna square off the hips again. That left leg is lifted in our downward facing dog. And lower. Lift. And lower. Keep going. You should feel it in the right glute here, doing all that work. One more. And lower. This time that right foot's gonna swing back. Right foot forward into a lunge. We're gonna keep our lunge lifted this time. So we're not gonna drop the back knee unless you have to. Challenge ourselves, get the blood flowing here. Reach those arms up. High crescent lunge. We're just gonna hold it here for a few breaths. And let's lower those hands. Right foot comes back to meet left. And this time left foot lifts up. Three-legged dog. Look between the hands and pull it forward. Taking a crescent lunge once again. So once your foot is situated, swing those arms up. Using the core strength to help with your balance. Two more breaths. Remember your intention. Let's lower the hands. Press it back. Down dog. We're gonna drop the knees to the outside edges of the mat. Toes touch. And we're gonna take a second round of child's pose. So grab those pillows, make it supported here if you didn't for the first one. And walk the hands forward, frame that foot, and drop an ear down. Find that breath. Feel the breath start to slow down. And let's drop the other ear. Turn the head. When you're ready, bring it to center. Just lift the forehead up. Take your time. We're going to press our way up. We're going to do a little counter stretch here. So leaving the pillows exactly where they are. Now's your chance to grab more if you want more. Take some away. We'll come into our supported fish. So those legs can extend in front of you. And pull the pillows nice and close to your back. And you have two options with the legs. You can extend them or butterfly them. So soles of the feet coming together. Listen to the body, whatever works for you. When you feel ready, start to walk your way back. Rest the head and neck back onto your props. Maybe tuck the shoulder blades under. You can flop the hands out or leave them on the belly. Play around with the legs. Allow the back to settle. There's no pulling or pushing that you need to do. Just relaxing. Take a big breath in and release. Inhale and let it go. What is your peace? Think of two things that you've done this week to bring yourself peace. I'll spend about 5 more full rounds of breath in our supported fish. Just relaxing in this position. When you finish that final breath, just begin to slowly roll over to one side. So just rolling off of your props. You can toss them to the side. Keep them kind of close so you can grab them. And come down to the back. Here we'll come into our happy baby. First, we're going to grab the knees and just do some circles with the knees together. So massaging the low back here. And then we'll grab one knee in each hand, circle them away from each other, warming up for that happy baby. And you can switch directions. And come to center. Here we're going to come into our happy baby. So you can try to grab the outsides of the feet and lift them up, separating the feet and rock around. If that doesn't feel good for you today, you can just hang on to the feet. But if that doesn't feel good, take your dead bug pose. So lifting the arms and the legs, just letting them flop here. Totally your choice, whatever your body's feeling today. If a pose starts to become a little uncomfortable, just bring your attention back to the breath. Focus on that inhale and the exhale. 3 more breaths here. Let it go. When you're finished, that final exhale, you can begin to drop the legs down. We're going to walk the feet to the outer edges of the mat and allow the knees just to tent in. So knees are touching, feet are wide. This helps center our back, our spine, helps our low back. We'll walk those feet in toward each other. We're gonna lift up the hips here and drop them over to the right side of the mat. Pull the knees in and drop them left. Let's open the arms out to a T and take our reclined twist. So here, an option for this pose would be taking one of your pillows and just tucking them between the knees. It can make your twist a lot more comfortable. And bring your gaze away from the legs. So if your legs are over to the left, look to the right. Full body twist. Our twists can help with releasing tension through the back, and it can also help with digestion, erasing toxins from the body. We'll spend another 5 breaths right here. When you're finished with that 5th breath, slowly begin to remove your prop if you have one, and we'll roll back to center. Just giving the spine a few moments to click back into place. We can lift up the hips, move them over to the left side of the mat. We'll pull the knees into center and drop them over to the right. Bring those arms out to a T position and bring the gaze left, so away from the legs. If you took the option of a prop on the other side, you could take it here. Close down through the eyes if you haven't yet. Come back to that breath. I'll spend about 5 more breaths here on this side. When you're finished, that final breath, scooch that pillow out from under you, just to the side. Slowly begin to pull the knees to center. Let's allow the spine to click back into place. You can tent the knees again if that felt good, bringing the feet wide for a couple of breaths. Here we're going to walk those feet back together. Soles begin to touch, knees splay wide for a butterfly. You can tuck the pillows underneath the knees if that feels good. Help ease off the hips. If you want more of a challenge, then remove them. You can rest the hands on the belly or take a nice shoulder stretch, grabbing opposite elbow with opposite hand overhead. Always a good option. Opening up the chest as well. Taking a big breath in through the nose. And let it go, releasing. You can stay in your reclined butterfly or begin to stretch the legs out long. You can face the palms down for a gesture of grounding, or face them up for a gesture of receiving. Choose your final Shavasana. If you need a blanket, grab that. If you want to tuck some pillows under the knees, go ahead and do that. Whatever your body needs today. What is your peace? If In your head, you can picture peace. What is it for you? Where is it? What are you doing? Visualize one more thing you can put into your day today to give yourself some peace. That could be a long shower. It could be putting your feet up, reading a book, whatever it is. Give yourself more peace. And let releasing. Thank you so much for coming to class tonight. I hope you had a wonderful practice. Namaste.